Hello. Can I just do a quick selfie?
I think that's a brilliant...
Wave so you can be seen, you see. Louder than them and them. Come on over here. Splendid. Oh, hello. Splendid. Simply splendid it is to be up here and seeing you all out there sitting down and smashing.
I don't know how I feel about the Seventh Doctor having a selfie stick.
He might have invented it, you never know.
Out of all the inventions that the Doctor gave to the world...
Yes.
The selfie stick.
The selfie stick. Or the selfish stick, I heard someone say the other day.
Well, actually, I want to start with just a question now. I mean, you, obviously, with Radagast and then the Seventh Doctor, when you come to cons like this, what's the larger fan contingent? Is it still the Doctor, or is it more the Hobbit now?
Well, we could test this out, couldn't we?
I think so. I think it's a brilliant idea.
So why don't, for after 3, those who are here because of the Doctor, yell out. And then after 3, those who are here before Radagast the Brown and the Hobbit, yell out. And these who are here for a cup of tea, well, they just can stay silent. Okay? Okay. Doctor Who, 1, 2, 3! Yeah!
That's pretty good.
Radagast the Brown, 1, 2, 3! Yeah! I think the old Whoer wins.
I think the old Whoer. But you know, a couple of those people are voting twice.
Oh yeah, well some of them like both, don't they? Yeah.
I think actually, let's go ahead and get some questions from these guys. You guys want to ask some questions?
You want questions? You got questions?
I have one.
Oh good, where are you?
Where are you?
Stay there, I'll be down in a minute. Let's see what you're going to do.
I think he's a wizard. What house are you over there, sir?
Where are you?
Right here.
Where are you?
The young lad in the Gryffindor, sir.
I'm coming. Hey, don't you look great? Hello, what's your name?
Brendan.
Brendan. Nice to meet you, Brendan. Now, what is your question, Brendan?
What was your favorite monster that you fighted in Doctor Who?
My favorite monsters? Well, actually, that's a contradiction of terms. Because monsters are usually horrid and nasty and you don't like them, and therefore, I wouldn't say they were the favorite. But the Daleks actually were the ones I didn't really feel I was the true Doctor until I became battling with the Daleks.
Okay.
Okay?
Daleks did I fight?
Which Daleks did I fight? I fought them all. Come on, Daleks. No, I'm very proud that I actually destroyed the planet. Scarrow, I destroyed it. Well, I didn't really destroy it. I kind of turned their violence against me and it bounced back and destroyed Scarrow. So technically, they're all dead, but see, they keep coming back. I don't know. I keep thinking, every Doctor thinks, yes, I beat them. But the one that I really liked working with was, I called him, he was called the Heavy Weapon Dalek. That was the official name, but I called him Rambo Dalek because he was a big and he was he kept blowing things up. We were filming in this big kind of warehouse, and there was a gate there, and the Daleks were all lined up on the other side of the gates, and they were facing, and they were going to blow them up. So the pyrotechnic boys at the BBC got all the all this stuff to blow things up with, and put it around the gates, and then. They let a big bang, action, bang, and the whole gates blew, and all the windows broke around the place, and then when the smoke cleared, all the Daleks had melted. So that was one of the Rambo Dalek. That's my last image of him. Ah, there's a person coming through. You thought you were going to be comfortable. You're not changed.
With the cast?
With the cast? Yes. Yes, it was. I was going to make a joke about having a broken leg. It was great fun working with the cast. I wouldn't do that joke, it's too bad. It's a bad one. No, it was great. I had some of the best British actors queued up to be in Doctor Who, and they still do, because they get such kudos from their own children. You know, if they tell the kids, you know, I'm in Doctor Who, they go, oh my God. But, so, lots of great actors. But there was the guy who played the Master. He was my nemesis, really. He was the... It sounds like it's raining. Master, here! Have I been down here? I haven't been down here. I'll come down this way. Yeah, the Master was the one that really was... because Anthony Ailey, he was a wonderful man, but he loved playing the Master. And he wanted to be the Master. And if you phoned him up, I remember being at a convention and hearing that he'd encourage young ladies to phone up his room and I'd ask him, hello, this is the Master here. I'd like champagne. Anyway, he was as evil off the stage as he was on it. Not really, but I was a bit scared. Wow! Look at the way these people respond. This is great. This is acting. I think I was, I came as a baby here. Since I was very young, I always kind of, I did want to act. I know I wanted to act. Hello. Who's behind that mask? Are you a duck? Oh, hello. Gosh, you're a bonny girl. What's your name? Samantha. Lovely.
What was your favorite, what was Radagast's favorite animal?
Radagast's favorite animal? Well, I suppose you would expect me to say the hedgehog, maybe? Or maybe the rabbits? But I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be very disappointed in me. When I got the part of Radagast, when I arrived, and I was the only person on the set, it was just me, and they were filming all day long, and it was just me, and I thought, my goodness, I'm going to be on one of those huge screens, three-dimensional, just me, and this stuffed animal. Wow, this is going to be great. No other actors to share it with, there's just me. Yeah, great. And then, I say that I've got this stuffed animal, I'm improvising, doing stuff. Peter's saying, over there, do that, grab that, and we have a great time. It's exhausting, but very fun, very creative. And I go along, and I watch the film. What happens? The Wizards of Weta get hold of it. And they get hold of that stuffed animal, that stuffed hedgehog, and they turn it into this sweet, lovely, gosh, heartbreaking little horror. It upstaged me. No one was looking at me on the screen. It was just that bloody animal. I
hated it. What role kicked off your career?
What role? An evening with Sylvester McCoy, the human bomb. It's a well-known role. I became an actor by accident. Although I'd always wanted to be an actor, although I was always kind of showing off, I came from the Highlands of Scotland. There wasn't a lot of theatre around there. And when I came to London, I was too, kind of uncertain to go into the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. I used to walk past its doors, and they were a bit frightening, and I never went in. And so I just kind of was a frustrated actor. Then one day I was working in a theatre in the box office. And someone mistook me for an actor and recommended me to a director who was looking. He came in and he said, "Here, Brian," he said, "I've got this mad show and someone's let me down, I need a young actor." And Brian said, "Well, that's the guy in the box office, he's out of his head." And so he came up to me and said, "Here, would you like to join my show?" And I said, "Yes." And then I became an actor, just like that. Anyway, that's how it happened. My very first role was that, because I'm not the Real McCoy. Confession to me. It's a stage name, and I took it from that very character. My name is Ken Smith, and the director once said to me, "We're going into London, and it'd be great if the audience thought you were real, because this was, Sylvester McCoy was a stuntman who did all these stunts. And it'd be really good if they thought they were real. So can we put in the program Sylvester McCoy played by Sylvester McCoy? And I said, yeah, why not? And we did. And then people believed it. And I thought, actually, it's a rather good name. I think I'll do it. And so I did. And so I became Sylvester McCoy, the human bomb. I used to explode bombs in my chest. Now, nowadays, that's not funny. No, it's not. It's terrible, actually. But in those days, it was. Gosh, days of innocence. This was in the 60s, 70s, the early 70s. And I used to explode a bomb in my chest, set light to my head, blow fire. I'd lie in a bed of nails. I'd have bricks broken on my chest. I would mentally combust cotton wool. I'd escape from mail bags. I'd try and break the world record for having a ferret down my trousers. All those comical things that one has, I used to do, and this stuntman did it, Sylvester McCoy, and I became him. And then I just kept the name, and so that was my very first role. It wasn't in any way, you know, kind of a common thing. It was just quite wild and
26 years ago, doing BBC Doctor Who, I imagine stunts were done quite differently. Is there anything more challenging with the Hobbit movies and CGI that you deal with nowadays?
Well, I mean, the stunts, I did quite a lot of the stunts as Doctor Who, because Sophie and I used to compete with each other, because we were quite adventurous physically, and we liked to do our stunts. On The Hobbit, well, I mean, I hung on like grim death when I was being pulled by 12 men on a sledge. I mean, the rabbits hadn't come yet, you know, they only swan in at the last minute, you know, with all the handlers and all the people around them, you know, they come in from Belgium, because they're actually Belgian rabbits, not Belgian big rabbits, and you have to speak to them in Dutch. It's so cool, because 12 men have been doing the stunt, you know, and then they just come and stand there and get photographed and go home. Anyway, so yeah, what was the question? I forgot it. Did I vaguely answer it? I'm not sure. Oh! Yes. Hello. How are you?
Excellent.
Very good.
Of all the serials you worked on with Doctor Who, including the Five-ish Doctors reboot, which was the most fun to work on?
Well, I suppose in a way, the Five-ish Doctors was the most fun, because we made it ourselves. Peter Davidson came to us, Paul, myself, Colin, and Tom, and said, listen, it looks as if we're not going to be in the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. Let's make our own kind of show, little film, for the fans. And so we said, yeah, that'd be great fun. So we started off making it. It was great fun. We didn't get paid. No one got paid. Everyone did it for the love of it. We wanted to do it to celebrate, you know, the fans, because we knew the fans wanted us to be in the 50th anniversary. That question had been coming up for years before, all over the world. So we made the Five-ish Doctors reboot for all of you, really, and for ourselves, and also just to kind of do cock a suit like the BBC, you know, to you, not letting us in. But what was great was also getting Peter Jackson involved, and Ian McKellen. So Ian McKellen, I don't think he knew he was going to be involved. I'd asked Peter when I was out there if he would do the little bit, and he said, yeah, I'll do that. And then I had to leave, and he hadn't done it, and I thought maybe he won't do it. And then suddenly a little film arrived, and that was it. Those who've seen the Five-ish Doctors reboot, Peter Jackson goes up to Ian McKellen and says, Ian, you know, Sylvester's gone, and he's not here, he's gone. And Ian said, Sylvester, who? He said, no, McCoy, you've been working with him. Oh, him, all right, something like that. And then he said, oh, yeah, and Peter said, oh, look, could you look after his lines, could you do them? And he said, yeah, it'll be an improvement. I'd worked with Ian McKellen for 1.5 years before that, touring the world with King Lear. And I worked with him on a pilot for a comedy series. And I know when he's acting, and he wasn't acting when he said that. So, when can I see him again?
I was just wondering if there's any one actor in particular you would like to see follow Capaldi as the next Doctor.
Me.